Yo, 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 what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another movie reaction and commentary. Today, we're going to be hopping into Pig, and this is going to be a really interesting one because this has our boy, our homie, man, Nicolas Cage. And if you guys haven't seen Mandy, I definitely not only would recommend it for everyone out there. Mandy was such an incredible experience, just all around with the filmmaking. But Nicolas Cage's performance in that was just so incredible. It was so enthralling, and it was just, I don't know, he just gives off this energy that I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to whenever he's on screen, and it's just great. Whether if it's a hit or miss, I'm just happy that the homie is doing his thing. I'm just happy he's able to put his talents into acting because, man, it's always a good time. I'm not gonna lie, it is always a good time. But I have no idea what this film is. This is definitely more of like a newer release. I think this is released in 2021. It might be an art house film as well too, because Nicolas Cage, I would consider Mandy being a little bit more of an art house film, though definitely higher budgeted, but just from the style and the filmmaking techniques that were used in that, and then how the story structure was, a narrative, it felt very art house like, which is great because I think it allows a lot of flexibility and room for Nicolas Cage. You're just gonna be tapped into some really cool, interesting stories that are just weird and wacky, and just from the title of this film, I'm pretty sure we're probably gonna be stepping into that category. So, like always, guys, if you want to be able to listen to hear all that I have to say about this film, you can check it out on the Patreon link below. You can get your copy of the film, sync it up with mine, and you can have a blast. You can also check out all the other early access and uncuts of TV shows that I watch on here. I know we got Always Sunny, we got Breaking Bad. We're going to be going into Better Call Saul, Barry, The Last of Us. There's a lot of good things to come. So if that is something that you're interested in, the best way to support this channel is through the Patreon. Check it out in the link below. It really does help your boy out. You can also support this channel by leaving a like, comment, and subscribe. And at the very least, you don't have to do any of those things. Just sit back, relax. I hope that you can get your popcorn and snacks. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I'm not sure, depending on this movie, as we hop into Pig. Again, let me rephrase for those of you who probably skipped the intro. I see y'all. You can check out more that I have to say about this film or any of the uncut things on the Patreon link below. You can sync up your copy of the film with mine, and you should be able to, hear it all. I do leave like an additional 15, 20, sometimes 25 plus more minutes of commentary. That includes like filmmaking, entertainment, all that good stuff. You guys know how it goes. For those of you who are interested, you guys know where to find it. Damn. I know we just started, quite literally, just started with this film, but I really like that framing. I think that is really cool. That's such a cool shot of what I'm assuming is a bird's eye view of like an ocean, a river, lake. No, we got our pig. We got our pig. Definitely looks like they are the only ones out there. Gotta say, I'm already loving how this looks. I'm loving how they are flowing between shots, which means, it's really well directed so far. I'm loving how they are stringing along these images and building up an atmosphere. Seems pretty smooth so far. I'm going to talk about this here because it definitely seems a little bit on the slower side right now, so I don't want to forget, but I'm really loving the usages of color grading and how you can, apply it to stories now that digital has just been booming and has a lot more access to people who are, otherwise outside of the higher gates of filmmaking. Because you can look at a color grading and almost guess the nature of the film. You're seeing a lot of soft tones. The shadows are very soft. Even the highlights are. It almost seems like you're looking through this. I mean, you are looking through glass, but here you quite literally feel like you're looking through glass. There's this seamless overlay of blur to this as well too. And that can depend on the lens. That can depend on the type of color grading that you apply to it. But even narrative-wise, You know, there's so much that you can tell just with color grading. I mean, you can also use what I just said and throw it in my face and completely be like, yeah, F you thought.
What about that phone? I don't want to be the one to drive up and find you, like, dead.
I'm pretty sure he probably does not care about that. Though that is a pretty good thing to think about. That's nice of him. There's really cool sound design going on. I love that they, even during the silent parts, the house still feels like it's alive. You can hear the creaking and all of that. That's good. Okay, so I am going to assume that he is probably exchanging some form of thing with the pigs that has to maybe do with like drugs, shrooms, or something, and they're just like, F it, I'm about to take the whole stash, which is his pig. Alright, well, damn. They just took your pig, bro. I'm not sure if you've seen John Wick, but you have every right to do it. I love that we're kind of just thrown into this. And I'm sure there's an intentional reasoning for that, but I love it when I can kind of just get thrown into the mix of something.
You want your supply. I need my pig.
There you go. Got our story right there. That's so unique. That is so interesting. Why is the pig needed? I'm sure we'll find out.
Is in its staying power. It was beautiful 200 years ago and will remain beautiful 200 years.
He's like, man, turn this off, man.
Something so potent and elemental in the appeal.
That's funny.
It's a truffle pig.
Motherfucker. Wiki, you take over. Anyone fucks with Wiki, I'll break your fingers.
Oh, let's go. Let's go. Okay, what? I love the ride or die. Let's go. We're gonna get this damn pig. I know pigs aren't as respected in the pet community as cats and dogs, but anybody takes my pet, you're gonna get it.
Stop saying that.
You like this car? You like that shirt?
Shut up.
I like these guys. All the characters we've ran into so far have been not only pretty realistic, but pretty entertaining.
Sure you do.
Every time I think of like Portland or anything Seattle, I think of Infamous 2, Second Son. That's all I had to say. That's just gonna hit. That's just gonna hit the people that get it. If it doesn't hit you, it's all good.
Stroke in that cabin, and I don't even want to fucking notice this. So how about try and give me some fucking respect?
I don't fuck my pig.
I knew he was probably gonna say something about that.
But they just covered up the sub-basement, so it's all still there.
Another note worth pointing out is the handheld camera work. You know, like this, it works really well with this. You know, there's like this amateur flow to this. That's obviously a lot more professional than most amateur work. But basically, all in all, is to say I enjoy the cinematography. You know, from at least a camera holding perspective. There's a lot that goes into cinematography, not just how you use the camera. This is me after every ass whooping I got from my mom. Part 2, Mom's French Toast and Deconstructed Scallops. These are some some pretty cool titles right here.
Could be at the bottom of the ocean.
Damn. That is a unique perspective. That is definitely a unique perspective.
You should use stale bread for French toast.
He said, why did you use stale bread for French toast? That dude's looking at him like, bro, what the heck? I wonder if that's going to come into play in this story, because that was deep.
The riches of our forests. We've emulsified locally sourced scallops, encased in a flash-frozen seawater roe blend.
Oh, man. This is funny when it wants to be. It's really cool.
I'd like to speak to the chef.
That is so funny, bro. Same. Absolutely same.
I'm looking for a truffle pig.
He's like, God damn it, let me just say it.
Now this is excellent. This is a 2012 Pinot from just 20 miles away.
So do you know about the pig?
He's like, yeah, can we get back to the pig talk? I'm just trying to find my damn pig. That was taken from me. John Wick style.
Your appreciation of food as a whole.
This is the kind of cooking you like?
It's cutting edge. It's very exciting.
Exciting.
He's about to roast this dude's whole life into smithereens.
Everyone loves it here. This is a huge success.
Why didn't you open your pub?
Get him. Get him. Get him. Let him feel the truth. This is good. I like this.
They're not real. You get that, right? None of it is real. The critics aren't real.
Damn. Wow. Get him. This is good.
And shun them. Every day you'll wake up and there'll be less of you. You live your life for them.
Oh my God. Yo, he is giving him an existential crisis. Much needed, apparently.
Great men are ahead of their time.
Oh my God, that is relatable. I don't know why. That is relatable. Just the yell.
Would you wish Dad would just let you die?
Oh, wow.
Just wish he'd let you die.
That's interesting. That is a lot to unpack there. So she actually didn't kill herself. She's just being kept left alive by his father.
Edgar, Finway, those tweaked out fucks, they're mine.
Damn. This dude represents just corporation, just a gluttonous.
There's really nothing here for most of us. You don't keep a grip on it. That's pretty much it.
What a unique way of looking at society. That is interesting. And I love that it's being told through a story like this. I'm not sure if that is the overall theme that they're tackling, but there is a lot of truths that are just being said here that I personally just felt throughout my adventure of just being a person in society where names mean a lot more than your work ethic and all that nonsense. So it's interesting hearing it from this angle.
Do you have a pen?
What?
I have to write something.
All right. We're going to get this going. We're going to get our pig back, damn it. We are going to get our pig back. Also, this is a beautiful fall that they have going on here. Shooting during this time must have been very fun. This looks gorgeous.
Should I even ask what we're doing?
Getting my pig back.
Nice. That's good. I'm having a really damn good time with this film. Part 3. Bird, a bottle, and a salted baguette. It's interesting, you know, just seeing this interact with one another, or just seeing how this interaction is with this one point of reference, you know, this one frame. A lot was kind of felt, not a lot was said. I hope he shares that. I hope he asks to get another one so he can share it with him. Hey, yes, we love to see it. Is he gonna make a dish for his father to taste again, so he can wake up and stop being a gluttonous, a gluttonous a-hole? It's interesting. I love that. Like, I'm noticing that every time when food is involved, it's with them. It's been shared with love. Whereas what we've noticed during their adventure, that food has instead been monopolized and used as status, and you can see it reflected in the, you know, the father son, how he, you know, cares more about his car, his title, his clothes, and instead of like that relationship with his father. And notice how the one time he felt happiness between his mom and his dad was when they ate at his restaurant. I don't want to make it sound too sappy, but I don't know. I feel like over the years, society has been just so consumed with just progress and entitlement and all of that, that we forget that, like, yo, sitting at the table with food, with your family and friends, people that you care, people you don't know, it means a lot. Shout out to Anthony Bourdain. I don't know. I feel like I felt like I hit the nail on the head with how this film is portraying a certain theme, because all the pieces start gets put into their places. And I'm only saying that because the story is abstract. It's very art house in its approach, but it's so great how the interpretation and the building of that interpretation, it's the journey towards that instead of just the result of like, oh, that's the theme. It's the journey to how do we, and that's why I love art house films. Ah, this is so cool. This is so cool. Because now that I'm looking at it from that mirror, everything is just hitting. It's hitting differently. Well, it's elevated. The silence and the words that aren't being said, they just hit so much more now, at least to me.
Every meal I ever cooked, I remember every person I ever served.
Wow.
Just waste of space. Junkies, yeah.
Oh. Man, that is terrible. That's so terrible. I wonder if they're using anamorphic lenses. This is so beautifully shot. And I know anamorphic lenses don't just make a shot look beautiful, but I'm seeing how the light is being refracted and how it's like giving off this, like, what is it, that horizontal gleam to it. I don't know, anamorphic lenses do that. And I totally think they are, because I could tell by the bokeh. Yeah, they're like more oval shaped. Whereas if you use regular lenses, they're more circular, I believe. I hope I'm right. Otherwise, I just geeked out for no reason. Yeah, sometimes it's good to just you know, sit in your feelings, man. All right, everybody, and that is the end to Pig. All right, everybody, we just got done wrapping up Pig. This was a great watch. I gotta say, I had a pleasant time with this. You know, just the overall journey of this. You know, the overall journey and the personal journey that not only that we were able to see with our characters, but also just with me and how I was, you know, piecing it together, the themes that I felt that I, you know, found throughout the films. And I'm sure you guys in your own watches are able to figure and find out themes that are probably more personal with you guys. You guys probably saw and felt something completely different from this, but what I got from this was a combination of pain, of how to deal with loss, how to appreciate awareness, because the conversations that come up in my head that were that stuck out were you know, Rob's conversation to, I believe it was Amir, I think his name was, Rob's conversation to Amir about how eventually everything is going to be underwater. Everything is going to be, I don't want to say forgotten, but it's going to be a relic of the past. And the inevitable is always going to happen. And what I pieced together with that, at least to me, was that, you know, death is always going to be a thing, right? You can't evade it. You can't evade loss. You can't run away from, you know, your past. You can't. There's a lot of things that you are unable to do. However, it's interesting seeing the healing process that one goes through, not even just with our character, but everybody that floats around our character. You know, hearing about his past and, you know, how he was going through the city. It almost felt like, you know, to put into what he said earlier, that he was going into his past. I mean, he literally was, and he was seeing all the relics, you know, seeing and feeling all that he's done years prior to, I'm assuming, his wife passing. And his interaction with people who are still in this place that was, you know, it's just the same, but it's so different now. And to hear his conversation, especially with the chef, and just say, is this like what are you doing this for, right? I don't know. There's so much there's so much with this film. I feel like I'm scrambling all over the damn place because I feel like I've said what I needed to say during the commentary. But yeah, I mean, this film was a really great watch. I think it was a perfect length for it, for what it's trying to get across, or at least what it's trying to have you feel. I think the length is perfect for it. But man, I mean, just the cinematography I felt was really great. I love the color grading. I think this film is beautiful just to look at, just on a surface level. It's a beautifully shot film. The acting is really well done, even though there isn't a lot of dialogue. Once the theme, or whenever you start feeling the theme of it, it makes those moments where the dialogue isn't prevalent that much more of a gem, because you can kind of get it at that point. You kind of understand it. And that's why I say that, you know, with art house films, they're really great to me personally because of that personal journey that one goes through. You know, it's a very unorthodox method of telling a story, of narrating it. And we've seen multiple examples of that before, you know, like Enter the Void being the top G of that. But I love films like that, and I love experiences like that, because it really does put you into a personal journey that is geared just for you. You probably had a journey with this film. Well, not even probably, you definitely had a journey with this film that is different from mine, you know, and you can't really say that too much without sounding really really pretentious to other films. Whereas this one, I feel like the film just gets it right. It knows what it's trying to do. It's not trying to like be theatrical with itself. It's just allowing itself to just show itself. I don't know. I feel like I'm talking around in circles, but I hope that you guys get a little bit of what I'm saying. I hope that you guys are able to get a lot of value from the technical aspects as well too. But yeah, this was a really good watch. I really appreciate this. I gotta send this one to my mom. I feel like she would really dig this. But guys, like always, I appreciate y'all. Let me know in the comment section what you thought about this film. Did you like some of the themes? Did you get some of the themes? What other themes did you probably pick out? What was your experience with this film? I would like to hear it down below in the comment section. Like always, guys, stay healthy and stay hydrated because we're just getting started.
Purple jacket, pocket full of weed. Everything that I should ever need. Grab some matches cause they give them free. Just like my time. Hair pulled back in the backseat.